If you need any My Team grinds in any mode, hit up my boy Witty for safe, reliable, and the cheapest grinding services around. Hit him up on Twitter. You won't be disappointed. Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be going through and ranking the top 10 best centers in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM right now. There are a couple versions of a couple of the cards that are on this list because they are noticeably different enough from each other to have these different placements on the list, and that does lead to a little bit more redundancy in the names, but hopefully this video helps you out in terms of which bigs are the best bigs in MyTEAM to be targeting right now. And before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if you'll do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. So number 10 is going to be, in my opinion, Rudy Gobert. I think Gobert is honestly maybe a little bit better at the power forward position than he is the center position. As good as he is defensively, his lack of spacing at center, I think, is a little bit of a bigger issue because he doesn't have the physicality advantage that power forward Rudy does. So he's not insanely fast with 86 speed. He's an elite, incredible defender and a very good finisher as well. Definitely a high level card, no doubt about it. But in my personal opinion, I don't know. I think this is a reasonable spot for him just because the jump shot isn't great and the shooting ability in general is a little bit limited. The center position is also loaded at this point. So many good cards in this list. That's a lot, including a lot that have come out recently. So that's what I'm doing for Rudy as number 10. But number 9 is Pink Diamond Kristaps. Like, that's the thing to keep in mind here is like KP is an elite level card. Fully badged, you could absolutely argue higher than 9. As he is though, without a bunch of extra like added Hall of Fame badges and legend badges and stuff, you don't have Hoff Brick Wall, you don't have Hoff Paint Patrol, you don't have Hoff Rebound or Pogo Stick or Immovable Enforcer or Off Ball Pest or stuff like that. Now, finishing wise, very solid. Shooting wise, absolutely elite. The speed is not a huge liability at 7'2". He's a great card, but as a base card, he does have some flaws for sure. And I think those flaws are noticeable enough at this point with how loaded the center position is for KP to only get the number 9 spot on this list. Number 8, I'm going with Galaxy Opal David Robinson. I'm still pretty high on this card. I think he's really, really good. I think defensively, he's great. Offensively, also great. 7'1" with a 7'5" wingspan, got the speed with the 89 speed and agility. Dunking wise, 85 standing and driving. I wish that was a little higher. That's probably the biggest criticism of the card. Jumper's smooth. It's not insanely fast, but it's good. Defensively, he is elite. I mean, he's very well rounded. His badges aren't as insanely complete as some of these other cards, but he's still really good. You can get basically every badge in the game. Jumper's nice. Movement wise, it could be better, but look, I like the card. I like the defense. I think he shoots the ball well. I think it's very well rounded. Stat and badge wise, still a high level rebounder, 7'1", like still a really good card. I think a lot of people have written off D-Rob at this point. I have not. I still think he is a great card in my team. Number 7, Vlade Divac. And here's the honest truth. These 4 cards, Vlade through Rudy, opinion in terms of where you put them. It is literally opinion. All 4 of them are great. If you wanted to switch the order and put Vlade last and Rudy first, I wouldn't be mad at you. It is all opinion in terms of what you're looking for at the center position between these 4 cards, in my opinion. But to me, Vlade at 7'1" with a 7'5" wingspan, he is very similar to KP in my opinion, but a little bit quicker, a little bit more versatile in terms of base high level badges on the defensive end of the court and stuff like that. Just a little bit more complete. I understand he's an inch shorter than KP. Jumpers are pretty similar. Movement wise, Vlade does have the Steph Curry escape, which is really nice and is a move that upgrades his playmaking ability a little bit. I also like the Hoff Dimer, Hoff Break Starter. I just think overall the completeness of this card is what makes him my favorite out of this group. I think he's really, really good. And especially at the center position, I think I would lean Vlade here at number 7. Number 6 is going to be Pink Diamond Victor Wembanyama. The honest truth is at this point, Wemby, as great as he is, the Pink Diamond, there are a few bigs better, in my opinion. Now, you might not agree with me, and if you want to put him a couple of slots higher, I wouldn't be mad at you. But 7'4" with a 7'8" wingspan, 87 speed, 3-ball, 90 standing and driving dunk, 92 interior, 97 block. He's still amazing. But he does only have 26 base badges, can only get to 31 total badges, which means you're going to be missing a few badges that you'd like to have. Second of all, the jumper's uncontestable. I get it. That 79 speed is a little bit noticeable at this point, though. And I do think for whatever reason, this card just doesn't grain quite as well as his Opal, not to mention he's much slower, less agile, all that type of stuff. As good as he is, and I wouldn't have an issue with moving him up a spot or 2 if you wanted to, he is a little bit flawed at this point, stat and badge wise, just slightly. Now, again, a fully badged Pink Diamond Wemby with a bunch of extra added like Hall of Fame and legend badges. Oh yeah, of course he is higher than this on the list. But again, I'm not assuming that you have a Wemby with 5 legend badges and 23 Hall of Fame badges. You know what I mean? If you do, more power to you. Congratulations. He is definitely a couple spots higher on this list. But in my opinion, at this point, it feels like the right spot to put him here at the number 6 spot on the list, at least as a closer to base card. Number 5, I'm going Joel Embiid. Think about Embiid. I know he's smaller than Wemby. I know his jumper's not as glitchy. He's 11 speed faster. He's far more complete stat and badge wise. I mean, far. He's more athletic. He's more versatile. He's a better defender across the board. That speed and agility is extremely noticeable between him and between Wemby. I think he is an elite card. And I think personally, I have no flaws whatsoever with this card, really. The only flaw would be that he's only a 7-footer. He's not like 7'5", you know what I mean? That's about the only flaw I see though, realistically. 7'5" wingspan, jumper's nice. Defensively, he's high level. He's a great finisher with 95 standing and 95 driving, and even the jumper is not very quick. And hardened dribble style gives him a good push cross. So you got a little bit of sig that you can kind of go to try to create a shot as well. Great card. I think number 5 is the right spot for him. Number 4 at the center position. This is going to be unpopular. I think that I have this card below one card I'm about to put over him, but Hakeem Olajuwon at number 4. The reason I only have Hakeem at number 4, same thing. Only 7 foot size wise. He is a little bit smaller than your Opal Wemby, even Pink Diamond Wemby, guys like that. It is a little bit of a limiting factor, and I'd be lying to say it's not. As great of a card as he is at the power forward position, especially too, I think he's not quite as good at center, but he's still a very high level card. Still got great speed, still got a great jumper, still has better movement than Embiid for sure. Good movement across the board, very similar jumper to Embiid. Defensively, he's high level. I just think he's a slightly better Embiid. That's basically my opinion of Hakeem Olajuwon. I think he's an elite card. I think he's really, honestly, pretty much unflawed besides the height. But it is a little bit of an issue. And the reason that I have Chet over him, despite Hakeem having better movement and a better release than Chet Holmgren, Chet is 7'1" with a 7'6" wingspan, but most importantly to me, Chet is noticeably bigger in terms of actual SIGs, or in terms of actual player build than Embiid is. He is extremely big. I mean, he's very large player build, super lanky, looks like Wemby KP type guy out there. And you get 90 speed out of a guy with that type of size, and as elite defensively as he is in terms of badges, as complete as he is overall in terms of stats and badges as well. 96 3 ball as well, a bunch of off shooting badges. Like, to me, Hakeem's animations are a little better, but Chet's bigger. His defensive animations are, in my opinion, a little better, especially stopping these giant bigs. I think personally, I would have him at the number 3 spot over Hakeem. Number 2 is 100 overall Kristaps Porzingis. The 2KDB is dumb right now, and it won't let me pick 100 overall cards to put into lineups. When I search their names, I don't know why they don't come up. I don't know how to make them come up. If you know how to, and there's a way, then let me know. But I got to use the Pink Diamond as a substitute again for the 100 overall KP. But I do not actually think 100 overall KP is the best center in the game. He's 7'2" with a 7'6" wingspan, 98 speed, 99 3 ball, 99 dunking, 99 defense. He's insane. Don't get it twisted. Releases are very quick. Movement is not that great, though, to be fair. D-book dribble style is nice. The rest of it doesn't matter. But as great as he is stat and badge wise as a 7'2" player, which he is, he does not have the one thing that Galaxy Opal Wemby has, which is the uncontestability of the jump shot. The thing about Galaxy Opal Wemby is he's far more complete than his Pink Diamond. The more that I think about those cards, the more I realize there's a significant difference there. 7'4" with a 7'8" wingspan, 85 speed, 85 agility. That's a +6 speed and a +8 agility. He can get every single badge instead of having to be missing 9 even fully badged like the Pink Diamond. He's a better standing dunker. He's a little bit more versatile defender, slightly better shooter, better all-around base Hall of Fame badges. He is just a better card across the board. And the thing about him is, I understand he's 14 speed slower than KP. If your coach boost speed and your shoe boost speed, you can get that when you get close to takeover to about a mid-90 speed still on Wemby. So it's not a noticeable difference in my opinion. Wemby's jumper is just better than KP's. It is. Even though very quick, KP's jumper is amazing, but Wemby's jumper is uncontestable. Unless you jump in his face, basically. You pretty much have to block him to get a real contest the vast majority of the time on Wemby. In my opinion, I think I would rather have Opal Wemby than 100 overall KP at the center position specifically. Now, KP having power forward eligibility as well makes him the better overall card, but I personally have no issues whatsoever with saying that, in my opinion, Wemby is the best center in my team. A couple inches taller than 100 overall KP, really not that noticeably worse in terms of athletic ability, and the jumper's better. I lean towards K Wemby. I don't know. Y'all might disagree with me on that one, but that is my thought. So I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.